I shared a NotebookLM workflow course about 3 weeks ago, and I got this comment. And I want to take some time to respond to it because I think that it's a very valid critique. Not because I think that it's accurate, but because I do believe that the way most people use artificial intelligence is wrong. Most, not all of the people making content around artificial intelligence are self-proclaimed experts, because the people who are actually building AI are in a lab somewhere building AI, not recording and editing YouTube videos. Most of us are just practitioners who have a love of tech and maybe a background of tech. An update comes out, we get excited about it, we look at it, we run tests, we tell you about it. And so at no point do I ever want to present myself like I'm an expert or a know-it-all, but every idea that I share, whether it's good or bad, it is mine. And by the time this video is over with, you're also going to have a new unique workflow for how to use AI and make sure that everything that you post is actually your content and not the AI's. You can see that when I first start talking about this, I'm inside of NotebookLM, and I don't hide the fact that I'm inside of NotebookLM. And if we scroll back down on the right side of the screen, you can see my video right here for 5 Canva secrets. And in that video, I'm showing you how to remove the watermark from the NotebookLM slide deck. So if I wanted to, I could have removed it, but that wasn't the point of the video. I wanted you to see the slide deck that I created inside of NotebookLM. But let's go over to NotebookLM and let's see where these slides actually come from, because what we really want to do is get back to the ideas. You can see that these look very familiar. And the reason why is because these are the slides from the video. If you watched it, then you already know. And something else I want you to pay close attention to is the fact that each of these slide decks is created based on one source. And so if we cross the chat and we come over here to the sources, you can see that there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources. There aren't 50, there aren't 100, there aren't 300 sources, because whenever you're creating slide decks or any type of content inside of NotebookLM, the best way to get high quality, precise content, that signal and not noise, is to only upload the relevant information. And so sometimes that means that you need to prep your data before you upload it, which is what I do in most cases. When you prep your data and then upload it to NotebookLM and you have all signal and no noise like I do inside of this notebook, this puts you in a very special place where you can create special prompts to create very detailed, very high quality, great looking slide decks. So in case you didn't know it, if you wanted to create a slide deck, then you could paste a 5,000 word prompt here that is describing the way you want your slide deck to look. And I know that prompting is a very difficult task for a lot of people. So I want to take a short moment right here to show you a very brief shortcut to get great looking slides inside of NotebookLM without having to sit down and try to figure out this long detailed prompt. So the first thing I want you to do is go to a website called Fiverr.com. And then I want you to search for presentation designers, and immediately you're going to see a lot of great presentations. Now, what I want you to do is to simply scroll through this until you see something that you like. And so let's say that I like this one right here. I can click, it opens up the image. And to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of the people on Fiverr are probably getting their elements from Envato Elements. It's a subscription that you can get where you will have access to millions of stock templates, graphics for video, images, just about anything that you can think of. And so if you don't see anything you like on Fiverr, you can absolutely come over here to Envato, search for presentations, and then you can have a look at their different templates and you might see something that you like. This is a screenshot of a presentation that someone offers on Envato Elements. I do like the design style. I like the color palette. So is there a way that you can distill the design principles in theory and recreate a prompt for me that will design a slide deck of my choosing with this particular design? I'm just going to copy this. And right here where it says insert your topic here, I'm going to delete this and I'm going to insert the name of the source. So we're going to go automation mode, and then we're going to make sure that only automation mode is selected and open it up and paste our prompt back in and then generate it. And so we don't have to tell NotebookLM what to create the slide deck about, because the source is only information about automation mode. And so now you can see that we have a slide deck that was designed based on the blue and white thumbnail, but this is completely unique as far as its design, the color scheme goes. So there's nothing copyrighted that bled through here. This one is a little bit different. This icon right here of this bust, but this did come from this Fiverr right here. You can see the inspiration. You can see the lettering behind them, the logo at the top. You can see these different items here. But as you scroll through it, you can see that it created a unique design for the slide deck. And so distilling design principles, distilling knowledge, creating synthetic data is the quickest and fastest way to actually get good prompts for your slide decks. But let's go over to ChatGPT and let's search for O1 automation mode. You can see that here are 4 of the 5 files inside of that particular notebook. And so what's important now is to understand, how are you using AI? How is your conversation going? Are you just asking the AI to give you some ideas and then you create it and then act like it's yours? Because that's what the commenter thought that I did. They thought that I was just verbalizing or commandeering or taking ownership of the AI's thoughts. But I want to show you that that's not the case. If you go back to the search bar and you look, you can see that this is titled Video Deep Dive Outline, because I was trying to go over several of my videos and create a more in-depth comprehensive look at it. Someone mentioned on one of my earlier videos about a month and a half ago that they really wish that I would do a deep dive. And so that's what I was trying to do. And so we could just go back and look at the various prompts and outputs that were created during this conversation to get an idea of what was actually going on. We scroll right here, you can see the timestamps because this is a video transcript. And so if we copy this link right here, we paste it in the browser and we press enter, where does it take us? So where it takes us is to my YouTube channel in a video that I posted, how to use the new Gemini gems better than 99% of people. And if we scroll back again, what we're going to see, it's another video. If I copy this link, did Gemini just kill ChatGPT for good? 3 insane hidden features. And if we paste that link is directly to my channel again, essentially what you're going to see is me dropping my videos into this chat and then asking ChatGPT to distill them. Every single idea in those slide decks, and especially about the workflows, is my unique idea. It's my IP. It's not me stealing from other people. And I've just launched a new series titled Systems Overlooked, because so many people are using AI with this slot machine mentality where they're trying to figure out what to ask it. And that's the wrong approach to it. And so this was just a small step in the right direction to share some ideas with you for how I actually use AI, how I prep my data, the way I approach it. But if you definitely want to learn more about how to use AI as a systems thinker, as a builder, then make sure you check out this series that I'll pin right here. The first video should already be out. And if you got value out of this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.